So I was filming in my hometown where I live of Aylesbury just before Christmas with my camera, Blackmagic rig, gimbal and so on. Somebody came up to me and it's an inevitable question. They said to me, what phone should I use? And I've covered that in another video for video. And what gimbal should I use? In fact, they asked me what camera should I use? Well, I said a smartphone. Then they said, what smartphone? And I said, what have you got? And they said, Sony whatever. I said, that's perfectly adequate. They said, what gimbal should I get? At the time, I didn't have a gimbal for my phone because I generally tend not to use it. But I found myself more and more thinking I want to do some quick grab and dirty type videos with a gimbal. So I went out and researched the market. Now, if you are an Apple iPhone user, then probably the DJI gimbals that are offered for the iPhones are probably about the best. However, if you're an Android user, I used to be Apple, I'm now Android, don't get the DJI. DJI have basically left behind Android. It might change in the future, or by the time you watch this video, check it out. But at the moment, they've really left them behind. So you have to search around for a decent gimbal. So I did a bit of research and I eventually ordered this one, Hohem. No idea how you pronounce it, but the Hohem Gimbal. It had mixed reviews that I looked at on various sites, including Amazon, but I took the plunge anyway. And I can see why it's got mixed reviews. When it's up and running, it's really good. It's got 2 axis only, though. It's got the forward and back is static with the knob there. You've got the side to side there. You can film it in portrait mode or landscape mode. And then you've got that one there. So it generally does a job. However, it's got some quite neat features on it. First of all, it's got your stand at the bottom there. You can do it and stabilize it instead of holding it to stabilize it. It's got the zoom on the side when it's connected. It charges via USB, so it's rechargeable on, off, and then up and down. And it's also got facial recognition in there, the software app that you download. It's got facial recognition and face tracking and so on, which is pretty decent. It's not drone GoPro tracking, but it is pretty decent. So if you're doing video blogging or things like that, it will track you doing recipes, music, whatever you're going to be talking about. The only thing I say about this is that setting it up is quite hit and miss. So the software you download, and there were some people saying they could never get it working. I did get it working with my OnePlus, but trying to get it connected to the Bluetooth on my smartphone was problematic. It just wouldn't work. And then I was switching off, switching on, and so on. Eventually got it connected. Don't know how, it just happened. But then when I now started up, now it is connected, it recognizes it and so on. I go start and I press the device I want to connect to and it says couldn't connect. I look in my Bluetooth settings on my OnePlus 9 and it's already connected. So all I do have to do is basically open up the app, open up my video camera, switch it on, and basically it does the job and does connect. So ignore the fact that it says it isn't connected. It actually is connected. At least it is on my phone. But I know that quite a few people have had a problem with this. But I was looking for a gimbal for the Android phone. They are few and far between. I wish that DJI would get their act together. I know iPhones are the biggest selling and all the rest of it, but please, DJI, get an app out there that works with your gimbals for smartphones, because at the moment you've really cut off that market base. So for the time being, and it's okay, it works, it does the job. Sort of star rating, 4 out of 5, Hohem. I got it working on my Bluetooth. That's me, that's Time Lord. Thank you, live long, prosper, force be with you. Cheers, bye.